Hi Sarah, how are you?
Hi Sally, I'm great. How are you?
I'm really well, thank you. How's life in Northern Ireland this weekend?
It's sunny in Northern Ireland this weekend, which you would hardly believe because it was so wet most of the week. What
A
about
bit
you?
like North Wales. It's
Yeah,
really warm.
we're gonna maybe hit 20 or 21 today, so I think you're going to be a little bit warmer than us, though.
Yeah, I think we're forecast about 25, 26. So, whew,
That's hot.
it is warm. It is warm. And how are you enjoying our 50 new starts for our big
I
birthdays this
I
year?
I'm loving them, Sally. I am loving them. It's a lot, but it's really fun. And I have to say, as I was on the Zoom call last night with Across the Pond, and they were asking about it, and I said to them, it was really good to have a partner in crime to be doing this challenge with.
Definitely, definitely. I think it keeps you going, and there's a little bit of competition, Sarah, because certainly there was something we started together, Christmas Ride, and I wasn't very happy with mine, and I threw it to one side, and then you finished it, and I picked it back up and got it done. So thank you. It's
Welcome.
it's encouragement.
I'm not competitive at all, but I have to say that I watch your numbers and you're always a couple ahead of me, and then I catch you up, and then you're on another couple ahead of me. I just can't catch you at all. We're pretty close, though. We're pretty close.
When we get to 50, we'll be at the same spot.
You will.
How many starts have you are you up to then?
I have 35 now, and number 36 will be tomorrow. So, 35
Yeah,
now. Yeah. What about
and
you?
I've done 37.
Yeah, you see, it's
So
that two. You're always that two ahead of me.
yeah, yeah. But I think that only leaves what, 13 for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I think that's
Got
a pretty good place to be at, do you?
yeah, yeah. I think certainly the beginning of the year when we were doing the Brenda Gervais love notes, we did a few of those, didn't we? Um, so that was really key in getting a few smalls done that
Yeah,
we could finish as well. So because I've had 19 finishes.
I've had 22, so no, no. I counted before we came on, and I thought 22, that's really good.
That's awesome. It is awesome, and I think when we spoke about starting this project, it was probably around this time last year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
We started the initial conversations, and it was very much. Um, I said to you, "Well, how many starts have you had already this year?" And I think we realised it was achievable. It was
yeah,
achievable because we both stitch a lot, don't we? We're both
yeah, we do.
quite prolific stitchers, and we love stitching and love a variety of projects as well, not
Yeah,
just small things, but
yeah.
also bigger projects too. So yeah, I think that's where you'll see me slow down now that I've got some big projects that I've started and I've got coming up. So
Yeah, I do
um,
too. I have a really big one tomorrow, which I don't think I told you about, which is a modern folk embroidery, fancy and ABC. It's
oh
huge.
yes,
It might possibly be the biggest thing I've ever tackled. So,
yes,
but
yes.
I'll get my wee start in, and then
Yes,
we'll see how
yes,
it goes. But yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. And I think I just have to say, one of the things I've really liked best about this, and this was your idea, was to add some prompts in.
yes, it's been great, and it's been fun to try to meet those prompts, but it's also given us a link with our viewers, I think. So thank you to
Absolutely.
everybody out there who provided those prompts for us. Some of them are quite a challenge. Like I didn't know that it would be really hard to find something with under 500 stitches. I didn't realize how difficult
Yeah,
it was going to
yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I think we managed that one, didn't we, with
that's one of the strawberries.
filtered
Yeah,
strawberries? Yes,
yeah.
yes. So
But I
we're really
counted an
grateful.
awful lot of I counted an awful lot of projects which were like 700, 800, and just couldn't find one to meet the 500. But it's been a really fun way. All of the prompts have been a
It
fun
has.
way of engaging with the viewers, and also challenging us to look at our stash and see what we've got in
Yes,
there that might
yes,
meet some things. So
yes. It's been wonderful. So thank you, everybody. Just the challenge has been, and I think that we probably will admit there are a couple that neither of us will have met, but I think on the whole, I mean, Sarah, I think you've done far better than me at linking yours. I think, yeah, I think it's the alien. I think there's the alien that's got us both a little bit, hasn't it?
Yes, it doesn't fit naturally, I think, in either one of our styles. But
we're quite primitive, aren't we? And there's not many aliens in kind of primitive.
But, you just keep your eyes peeled on the rest of your projects, and you never know how you might be able to interpret it.
Just stick a little alien in at the bottom somewhere. Yeah. And so we are nearly there. So we're in August now. So we've got a new start together.
We do, yes. I'm excited about
and in August.
I am.
Yeah, so you've got Modern Folk Embroidery tomorrow, and then what else have you got for the rest?
And then I've got Our Start, and then I have one more after us. Our Start is Autumn Bee.
Autumn Bee.
I love the colour of this. I love it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm just debating. I have a lovely kind of pale purple fabric, but I am debating whether to maybe dye myself to get a bit more like the cover. Still in discussion on that one.
I'm not sure if you're an even weave stitcher, but I find this one.
Oh, lovely. Yes, that's just like it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. It's Antique Violet from Sweetheart.
Mine's a little... Yeah, mine's a little... Didn't take it out of the bag. Mine's a Crafty Kate one. So it's a little bit more...
Yeah.
It's a little bit lighter. So... I think that the called for is a little bit more pinky. So I may use this, or I may try and dye one myself. Depends how much time I've got between now and when do we start that one? The 22nd of August?
Oh, you've got tons of time.
Yes. And then I've got one more in August after that. I'm starting Cinnamon Stars.
Oh, lovely.
Plum Street, and I'm doing this one. It's Caroline, my friend Caroline from Austria, who is Caroline Stitch Corner. It's her birthday, so that's a birthday for Caroline.
That's nice. Are you going to use the called for colours?
Yes, so this one, Feast of Friendship and Away We Ride, use quite a lot of the same Gentle Arts and Dye Works colours. So actually, when I looked at it, I thought, I'm going to treat myself. So Rachel at Talking Dog Stitcher has started doing Gentle Arts. So just before Big Stitch, I put in quite a big order and got quite a lot of Gentle Arts.
Well, you didn't have to pay postage because you were collecting it, so that's all good.
Absolutely. So no, I didn't pay postage because I ordered enough that I didn't have to pay postage. But
anyway.
It's a little pre-birthday treat. Well,
that will be a nice one. I have one more after our Autumn Bee as well, and I'm going to stitch Flossabilities.
Lovely. Yes.
I've been collecting the pillows that Lauren has been releasing this year, but I haven't found a way to slot any in yet. So,
that's a good plan.
This one. So, I'm really looking forward to starting this one. I know I'm going to work hard to leave this one alone whenever I do start. So,
I think it's not huge though, is it? So I think that one will be.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. I just happen to have a million other things on the go. Even when they're not huge, Sally.
So talking about Lauren. So September. So we can talk about our plans for September. I'm actually doing a stitch along with Lauren.
Oh, lovely! And what are
we're starting. So on the 1st of September, we're starting Away We Ride, and I think we're also being joined by Rachel at Talking Dog Stitcher, and I think we've also managed to persuade Sherry at Just So Sherry to join us as well. So we have got a hashtag for this. Our hashtag is going to be Away We Stitch.
Oh, cool! So we need to invite some more of our viewers to join you as well, because it's such a popular pattern. I'm sure it's lurking in many a stash.
It is. So if anyone's got this in their stash, and actually at Big Stitch, I managed to get some XG designs.
That's nice.
Grandpa's sleeve.
I think that's such a fabulously named fabric, isn't it? So brilliant.
Although I do quite often get it mixed up and say grandpa's slipper. So Lauren did say to me, she was Googling for grandpa's slipper. All she was getting was slippers.
Nice little.
So that's my first one for September. What's your first one for September?
My first one for September is Jardin Privé, Les Quatre Saisons. So I'm not attempting all of this, but I do want to do the autumn stitch. I love a bit of autumn stitching. So.
And it's got an owl, and that was one of our prompts, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly. See, using the head, Sally.
Absolutely.
So that is my first stitch for September. What else do you have for September?
My second one is started on the 2nd of September, so the day after. And this is a fabulous, fabulous chart. I have shown this on my latest Flosstube, but this is a quacker. So this is designed by Mikel at Star Parade Designs. And Mikel ended up on our table. So your lovely friend Noreen came and sat on our table on the Saturday, but she was just there for the day and left kind of late Saturday afternoon. So Whitney, crafty Whitney, went and invited Mikel to sit with us. And so he came over, and I don't think it was actually until the Sunday he came and sat with us again on the Sunday, and he pulled his model stitch out of this. Well, our table just went a bit quackers.
It does seem to have created a bit of a stir, because I've heard a lot mentioned since last weekend on various Flosstubes.
Yes, so we just thought, wow, what a fantastic chart. And the whole table decided that we wanted to do a quack along.
Oh, lovely.
So, we had to then come up with a date. Well, we were all Googling away, and our friend Kim came up, realised that on the 2nd of September, I think is that Labour Day in the States, Cincinnati do a duck race. So we were like, great, that's a perfect start date. Do a duck race in Cincinnati, we'll celebrate that. So the whole table, and actually there were more than just the table. Certainly Lizzie, Mrs. Fisher Stitches, was on the next table with her friend Fiona. They heard all the quacking and commotion, so came over, and we love it too. So there's quite a few of us who are starting this one. Yeah. So it is our hashtag quackalong.
Very good. I think I could be wrong, but I think it was Dawn, from Frosty X Stitch. And she was on the Zoom call last night, so she was talking about it, because I think she has the pattern too. So I think.
Oh, fabulous! Oh, well, I'll message her and make sure.
I hope I'm not misspeaking, but I think it was Dawn who said.
Wonderful. Well,
so
certainly,
it has created a bit of a stir. There's ripples of it hitting out, so that's really nice. It's nice for Mikel's pattern as well. That it's getting a bit of exposure.
Yes, he has some fabulous designs, and he did a couple of freebies as well for the big stitch, which we all got. So it was lovely, and he's a lovely man, and very talented stitcher. We also saw some of his other model stitches of things that he was designing, which were beautiful. So it is wonderful to support him. And I mean, quite a few of the ladies, I think, are stitching it doing it monochrome, but I have a little plan. Well, I might go a bit crazy, and I kind of raided my Roxy Floss, and I'm certainly warm and fuzzy and peach out, so kind of some yellows, and actually there's some flowers in there with some, which I can do green vines. So I think I'm just going to go colourful.
Wow.
Yes. So really excited. Really excited about that one.
Good. My next one is going to introduce another little bit of Christmas. So this is a freebie chart.
Lovely.
And it's a Crochet a Go-Go. It's called Rouge Gorge, which is red throat, but I assume that's a name for
red breast.
For the red breast, yeah. So I really love this little one. So it is a freebie, so you'll all be able to pick it up and join me if you want. I will make sure that I have all of my starts linked on my regular Flosstube. It was a bit difficult for us to do all that linking on this one.
Yes,
but if
we won't
anyone is
one.
interested in our starts, then we will have the links on our regular Flosstube episodes.
Yes.
So that is a little bit of
That's
Christmas in October. Yeah.
Well, then my next one, I haven't got a date for this one yet. This is a bit of a last minute entry. This is the Modern Folk Embroidery exclusive for the Big Stitch. So Big Stitch, Big Tree, so Rotherham 2024. And I do, this is lovely, really, really lovely. I bought some cottage garden threads at Big Stitch from Rachel, Talking Dog Stitcher. So haven't decided what colour I'm going to stitch it in yet. Probably not red. There are other colours I've got, or what fabric, but yeah, adventurous. But I love that one. So that's a.
So Laura from Cotton and Clay, Laura had started it on her latest Flosstube, and she's going all out with the colour. So she's lots of colour. It's going to be fabulous.
Yeah, that would be lovely. And then I don't know if you've watched Mad Morty and the Brom. The Brom started it at Big Stitch, and he was stitching it on 10 or 11 count, I think. So it's really big. Wow. It looked great. And then we had a picture of him next to Whitney, Crafty Whitney, who was doing it on 40 count. So hers was tiny and his was massive. But it's
that lovely variety. So it's good to see, you know, all things in all different sizes, different flosses, and you know,
and how people are creative and use their creativity. You know, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So my last one for my last one for September, that is just for me. It's start, is it's a Mirabilia, and I've never stitched Mirabilia. So I
haven't either.
Yeah, they're not. I always think, will I be a real cross stitcher when I do stitch a Mirabilia? But in all honesty, they're not really something I would always put up. But I did find a little freebie on their site, and it's called Cherub with Tree. I'm trying not to get too
she's pretty, isn't she?
Yeah. So I thought I would give her a go. So she's quite small for a Mirabilia, and she's, you know, she's pretty full coverage, but I really liked her. And my mum was very fond of angels and Christmas angels and things, so I thought I'll stitch this one for my mum.
Yes, she's lovely. She's lovely.
So I thought she was cute. So I don't know, you know, there's a lot of Kreinik and beads and things that I'm not used to, but you know, we'll give it a go.
It's an experiment, isn't it? It's a test, and you might, yeah. Well, and then we're both stitching the last one for September. And we're going to both stitch Americana Blue. Yay! I think this is a lovely one. I think that the things I really love about this, it's, you know, it is my light's not great there, a celebration of stitching. I think you can see the 23 on yours. I think I might put 50 there. Are you thinking? Yeah.
Not that far ahead, but that's an idea.
But I think, and I am going to stitch this in a blue. I think I've got a cottage garden thread that I'm going to stitch that one in. What colour are you going to do it, Sarah?
I'm going to go red because I know there is an Americana red pattern as well by October Rose, but I like the blue design better.
Yes, I did too.
Red thread. So I'm thinking of Louisiana hot sauce on speculas. See?
Lovely.
Roxy floss, so their linens, and that's a week's floss. So
lovely.
I think I'll do. And I love the different borders. I love that it's not one simple solid border. I love this bit, and you know, different pieces.
I love the quilts.
The
quilts on it. I love the quilts.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to do mine. So this was this is a fabric from Those Missing Stitches, which I got in an exchange, an across the pond exchange from Catherine. And I think I'm probably going to go with La Belle from
Beautiful.
From Cottage Garden Threads.
Is there much variation in the thread? Can't see it really. Is there much variegation? Some of the cottage gardens have lots and some of them don't. So
yes, not a huge amount. There is some. There are bits where it does go lighter, but it doesn't go terribly dark. So, but I just think I've tried a couple of different blues, and I think with the fabric, it's just a bright blue. I think the called for is blue jeans, Weeks Dye Work blue jeans, but it just looks.
Yeah, on that fabric, your choices.
This is
much better.
Yes. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment. I might change my mind. Something might come along. But
got a little bit of time before then.
Yes, we've got about 5-6 weeks, haven't we? Oh goodness, 5-6 weeks, and I'll be 50, Sarah. It's a little bit scary.
Just younger than you for a whole few months.
Oh, you're getting cheeky today.
I know. So we would like lots of folks to join with us to stitch Americana blue for Sally's birthday. So this is October Fibre House pattern. And if you've got it, if you've already started it, please just join in with us. Use the hashtag FunFor50Sal2024 and tag us on Instagram so that we can see it, because the hashtags aren't always great at the minute. But yeah, we would love if more of you were to join us for this one. It's always fun when we have more folks stitching along.
Yeah, so that's the 26th of September. And I think we also said we'd do a hashtag Sally Stitches Americana for 50 as well, yes, didn't we? But actually join in if you've got the red or the blue charts. Either is good, but also if you've got, there's quite a lot of sewing things on there as well. So if you haven't got the charts but you'd like to join in, perhaps find something that's sewing themed, because you know that's what's brings us together, and it's certainly what's brought Sarah and I together, which has been really wonderful. So
it would be a great one to just choose little bits of as well. You don't have
oh yes I think to do little gifts, you know, maybe little table presents for a retreat, just stitching a little sewing machine or the little pin cushion. I think that's a great chart.
Yeah, nice choice for your birthday, Sally.
Thank you. Now I think we thought we'd tell you what we're doing for the rest of the year for the charts that we're doing together.
Yes.
Yes, and then in our regular floss tubes, we'll tell you what we're doing for October, November and December when we get to it. But we have picked another chart for October, one for November, and of course December, which is Sarah's birthday start. And we're not going to change those. So we thought we'd tell you about those in advance so that if you wanted to join with us, you could.
Yes.
So Sarah, what are we doing in October?
In October, we're going to do Plum Street Samplers Home for Christmas. We both love this, don't we, Sally?
I love it. I love it. I remember my friend Alex has it as well and is desperate for me to start it so she can start it with me. So, yes, I love that one too. And I haven't thought about fabric or thread or anything for that one yet. That will
because I've had it kitted since before we suggested doing this. So I think I have it kitted in the called for mostly. So.
Ooh. Oh well, I might try and get some. It's winter brew.
It's only 5. Well, I don't have I have the threads, the called for threads, not the called for fabric. But there are 4 DMCs and 5. 4 DMCs and 5 fancy flosses, so it's not too bad.
Yes, not much.
So that's a nice one. What about?
Yes, and then.
Going to do in November?
Well, November the 1st, we are both going to stitch Black Sampler November. And the reason we're going to do this is we were kindly gifted a chart. Both of us, Mama Loves You GB, Michelle, got in touch and said, I'd love to gift you both a chart for your Fun for 50 Sal. Pick one and let me know. And we had a little conflab and we decided that we would both really like to stitch Nessie Mitchell. And I think you've got a print out of it, haven't you, Sarah? So this was the one that we both really, really liked. And we thought, great, we can make this our November stitch. So we'll do it for Black Sampler November. So that's our November the 1st start. And I'm sure there'll be lots of you who are joining in Black Sampler November. So if you haven't already got an option and are trying to decide what you'd like to stitch, come and join us.
Yeah. Check out Michelle's options because she's got other options other than Nessie Mitchell as well, which would be fantastic. for black sample.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I absolutely love this border. It
is beautiful.
Wait to stitch that border. I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah. So. I stitched, is it Marianne Kettle, Be Not a Dunce? I did that for Black Sampler November last year. Really good fun. I really enjoyed that one.
That one in my stash waiting. So yeah, really looking forward to it. So thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you for your kindness.
Yes, thank you, Michelle.
Birthday wishes. We really appreciate it. And we're looking forward to making this start in November.
Yep. And then December the 8th. Someone else will be joining the Big 5-0 Club.
I will, yes, I will. And I am going to celebrate by stitching Strawberry Fields Forever. Yay! I know that this year this has been a really popular pattern. Sally and I talked about things last October, November time, and we decided this would be one of the birthday starts. And then lo and behold, there were, I think, 2 different stitch-alongs this year for this one. But anyway, I haven't got to it yet. I've been waiting patiently and I love it. So this is Strawberry Fields Forever. You can join us. You can start it if, like me, you never got around to any of those stitch-alongs. Or if you did get around to those stitch-alongs and still have some stitches to put in, then December is the time to come and join us and stitch a little bit more. I'm going to go pink with this one, Sally.
Oh,
I'm going to stitch on a pink blush fabric.
Oh, lovely. That will look beautiful. That will really bring out the threads and the
really work.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry about the mess of my threads, but they work really nicely.
They do. And I've already got quite a few of the gentle arts from other projects that are in this, that are all in other projects. So I've not got it kitted up, but it's going to be a lovely one. I think there's a few places I know. I saw it stitched up at Elaine at Ellie Welly Stitcher's house. She showed it to me, and she did point out a couple of places where there are things that you might wonder, is there a missing strawberry or a missing leaf? So we'll have a chat about that nearer the time. But it looks beautiful stitched up. She had it up on the wall framed, and it was lovely.
I've seen lots of folks stitching it, so it's keeping that alive, that, I want to do that, I really want to do that. Absolutely. So it's good to be excited about your stitch. You have to have a stitch you really love for your birthday stitch, don't you?
Yes, and I have to say, if you hadn't have picked this one for your birthday stitch, I would have done.
Sorry.
You got in first. It's fine.
It
was fine. I'm happy with all my stitches. It's been really, really wonderful. Really enjoyed doing it. And I think it's brought so many people together, because so many people have chatted about it. So many other floss tubers have mentioned us doing it and have joined in with a stitch here and there. It's just been great. I think that the sense of community has been wonderful, and
that's what it's not actually about the 50 stitches on the pile. It's about connection. It's about my connection with you, connection with the viewers, connection with other people who have joined us. Light, when we stitched Barbara Anna's Light, that got such a fantastic and everybody loved to be able to join in with that one. So so that's, the community part of it has been the real blessing, hasn't it? So
it has. It's been wonderful, and I've loved getting to know you better, Sarah, and it has been great. Really enjoyed it, and so thank you to everybody that supported us and commented and kept us going and gifted things to us to help us along the way. It has been really wonderful.
It has. It's been great. I'm so glad you talked me into this.
I really had to twist your arm.
I needed a little bit, simmering time to be convinced.
No, it's been wonderful. So it's been great to catch up today and have a chat about what we've got coming up. And I really hope lots of people come and join in on our last few stitches. And so it's been lovely to see you and have a chat.
Have to keep us going, Sally.
Absolutely.
Well, that's good. Maybe we could come back again and have a chat sometime towards the end of our 50. or maybe
Yes.
maybe just after the end of our 50, because I think that would be a nice way to round things off.
Absolutely, I agree. And I think, we've had a few questions here and there, both of us, haven't we? So I think if you've got a question about what we've done, or if you're planning on doing something and think, oh, how did they manage it? What did they do? Please drop one of us a line. We both have our emails, I think, below. If you want to drop us an email, or I'm FlossySewsandGrows on Instagram if you want to DM me there. Sarah, you're Sew Me Sarah on Instagram as well, aren't you? So
yes,
get in touch,
let us know, because we would hardly recommend, I think it's fair to say, we will hardly recommend doing a challenge like this. You don't have to do it the way that we have done it, but you might want to ask some questions about how to go about it, or how it feels, or anything that you want to know. Please put it in the questions and we'll try to address those at some later stage.
Yeah.
And thank you all for supporting us, and thank you, Sally, for cajoling me and keeping me company along the way. That's been really very special. So I have
it's been
enjoyed
wonderful.
it.
Thank you.
I hope you will enjoy your birthday start when you get.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to start any of them. If I could start all 50 in one day, I would. That's just a bit too crazy, though, isn't it?
You might have to rein off.
I'm already thinking, what am I going to start in 2025? And I can just do whatever.
Someone on last night's Zoom call asked, would there not be any starts in 2025 then because of the 50 starts? So I thought, absolutely, there will be starts in 2025. Now I've got the bug for them.
Absolutely. And we know we can finish them. Well, you're nearly halfway on finishing half of the 50. That's brilliant.
Yeah. My other whips that I came into the year with have been sadly neglected, but I'm doing very well on that.
So how many, am I asking you on the spot, how many whips you've got at the moment in total?
I must have 13 of these then, doing the math on that. And then I probably have another 10 probably.
Okay, so around 23. I think at the moment my whips are 19, 20.
Yeah, it's going to grow. Yeah. The second half of the year, these projects are a little bit bigger.
Yes.
But they're so lovely, and I don't mind, actually. So
absolutely.
Deal with that as we have to next year. So I think that was your plan, wasn't it, Sally?
I think I might have to challenge myself to 25 finishes and 25 FFOs. I've got a lot of things that need FFOing, definitely. Yeah. Fully finishing. Even I've got things from last year that I need to finish. So, yes. need to be a good girl.
Well, we believe it when we see it.
All right, then.
Thank you so much for the chat today, Sally.
Thank you. It's been really lovely to catch up and to talk to everybody about our plans for the next couple of months. I've really enjoyed it.
So please come and join us if you can, and we'll catch you again soon.
Bye.